It was Friday evening about 7 o'clock. Police were called to a shooting. This was at the Four Seasons Grocery, just east of 63rd and Broadway Extension. Officers arrived, learned that we did have one deceased individual who has since been identified as 21-year-old Quintrell Lawrence. Investigators are still obviously in the middle of this investigation at this point. Nobody has been arrested. We do know that there were three individuals, both Mr. Lawrence, another male and another female, who were all inside of a vehicle at the parking lot of this convenience store when the shooting took place. Yesterday evening about 5 o'clock, police were called to a shooting, this time in the 1200 block of Southwest 58th Street. When our officers arrived, we located the victim, who was a male, lying in the middle of the street. He was pronounced deceased at the scene. We have not yet positively identified this man. Hopefully that will happen later today. Our investigators very quickly developed suspects in this case, identified as Felicia Klassen and Zane Colson. It was yesterday, shortly thereafter, that our officers located both of these suspects at an apartment complex in southwest Oklahoma City. They were taken into custody without incident and booked into the county jail on charge of first-degree murder.
Yesterday, about 7 p.m., police responded to a shooting. This was in a parking lot in the 1900 block of Northeast 23rd. That puts it just west of Martin Luther King. When officers arrived, they found the victim there. He clearly had been shot to death. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Right now, there are not a lot of witnesses to the event. Certainly, it's unfortunate when we see three homicides like this happen grouped so closely together. We certainly have a homicide unit that stays busy enough as it is, but fortunately there are enough detectives that we can handle a situation like this when it comes up. But certainly nobody wants to see three homicides happen in one weekend. We don't want to see one homicide happen. So it's very unfortunate when something like this occurs.